Hi viewers, I'm going to talk about R. Now this is a very difficult sound and it's going to be difficult to explain how to make this sound. So be very patient. I have to explain very carefully the position of the tongue and the position of the lips. So I want to make you aware of what it feels like inside your mouth when your tongue is moving and making a position for R. The inside, your tongue inside is not flat. It's more of this shape. You see that the sides here and here turn up. And we need this position because we have to have the air go down the middle so the air can come out. But we need to have the tongue held in a position, and the tongue is strong. It's a muscle. So we push these sides up. The tongue will look something like this. You see the sides are up. But this part, from here down to the tip, is free to move. And this part where it's raised on the side stays and holds the position. The roof of the mouth is shaped something like a spoon. So the tongue goes and touches the roof of the mouth on the sides, and you see it keeps a little opening in the back for the air to come out. Now, if we say a sound like E, the tongue is forward. This is a very high forward sound. If we say ooh, now we have a high back position for the tongue. And if you go ee-oo, 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 you can feel the tongue slide ee-oo, ee-oo, ee-oo. The tongue will slide on the roof of the mouth using these sides. One of the hard parts for understanding the position for R is that this position is in the middle. It's easy to identify a sound that's way in the front or way in the back, but to find the right place in the middle is a little more difficult. So here I have maybe the secret to producing part of R. Here we have the tooth, lip, and roof of the mouth. And this is when the tongue is in a long position, meaning this sound is produced in the front and the tongue has to move forward. So here we have where the air will come out right behind this little bump. And that's more of an E, E. Then we have sounds way in the back, like ooh. When the tongue moves back, it has to get fatter because it can't be long anymore. So when we say ooh, the tongue only goes this far and the back has to go up and be thicker to form the sound, and the air is going to come out back farther. Now for R, want the tongue more in the middle. And we're not going to have it fat in the back. It's going to be a little fatter right here. And the sound is going to come out here, back farther than here, but more forward than here. You might notice here too that the tongue is in a different position than just straight ahead. It points up, but we have to have space above the end of the tongue for the air to come out. And this is very important. You cannot touch the roof of the mouth with the end of the tongue or tip of the tongue, making the English R. And this requires a lot of control. The tongue has to turn up, but it cannot push up and touch the roof of the mouth. So on our tongue, this part at the end is going to turn up like this, but not touch the roof. And we want to form a pocket in this area right here. I'm going to press down. The back can come up. And we have a little pocket made right here. I don't know if you can see it. So the tongue is deep right here. The tip goes up. And the sides are holding it up here close to this little ball shape or this little hole or this little pocket that we've made at the end of the tongue, because the end of the tongue is still flexible, but we want to hold the position with these two sides close to this pocket. And that forms the r sound. Now, that is not enough to make an R sound, because we have to have rounded lips. R. But these rounded lips are not the same as the puckered lips or the pushed out lips of a W. W is woo, woo, woo. With R, we pull the lips back more. R. You can see here, I'm pulling in more, and it's very tight. The muscles are tight on the lip, and the muscles are tight on the tongue. And this is one of the difficulties in making the sound of R. I hope some of that can help you. It will take practice. Thanks for watching. And thanks for learning.